So you heard him clearly there. They're leading the investigation. They think the feds and DOJ should be involved because laws were broken. Then the state's going to be looking at misuse of funds here, as well as abuse of power and everything else. All right, how bad will this be here for the governor? Let's bring in our panel right now. Richard Brodsky from our New York State Assembly, senior fellow at Demos, professor at NYU, and though we hate to admit it in front of him, one of our favorites, Dominic Carter, political journalist and author, of course, our favorite, as well as Andrew Whitman, our senior political correspondent, who you already met. And okay, retribution, payback, it's not new in politics. But when a Democratic mayor doesn't endorse you, you literally shut down the GW or a few lanes of it?
Political action, political retribution. Political action, government retribution, it's a violation of the law. There are eerie parallels here to a dynamic in which the question was, what did the president know and when did he know it? What did the governor know and when did he know it? He has today, and he's a prosecutor. He put out a marker on that he didn't know it and it was unacceptable. He is one email away from an impeachable offense. That, if indeed he knew and or approved and is now out there lying, he has a completely unsustainable position. If, on the other hand, the evidence does not show that he knew or winked at, or then he's got the kind of scandal that he has to fire 40 people.
But what about the cultural argument that I heard from both those guests, and I've heard it from other folks, where this doesn't happen, through osmosis, that a culture was created in that office where it was sport to go after opponents. He used every press conference, as Dominic will happily remind me, and Andrew too, to bully and to berate people.
It's a political offense, and the punishment for that is left to the voter. We're beyond that now. The voters are going to have their say. We're now with the lawyers and the investigatory committees. He said today unequivocally he didn't know anything about it. One email saying, as I said to you Tuesday.
But it's awfully easy to sort of keep the governor away from writing that one email or receiving that one email. It's easy enough to keep this in the outer office and not get into the inner office.
When it comes to criminal behavior, is entitled to see the evidence against it before we condemn it.
Fair enough. But from a political question, assuming that he is not criminally indicted for this at any point down the road, I don't really know if there's enough there, even if he did it, to impeach him. I mean, unless he's criminally indicted.
You don't need an indictment. You need to abuse power.
We got time. We got time for this conversation where the next step is, Andrew. But it's fascinating. I listened to the Fort Lee mayor this afternoon talking, and he had stayed out of the fray. You hadn't heard anything from him till late this afternoon through all of this. And as you said, this has been percolating since September. And he explained some of it, that's just not my MO. But he said the other thing is, I was afraid of getting downwind of the governor for even speaking out about this. And he said, I'm afraid what happens to me 2-3 months from now. And if you think about just how chilling that is, that a sitting mayor with the busiest bridge in the world when you're talking about the GW, has to worry about ticking off the mayor about other projects that are going on, the governor, that are going on in his state. That in itself is as much of an indictment as anything else right now. I really, listen, I've been the biggest Christie defender at this table, and as you all love to remind me of today. However, that all said, it does speak to just how chilling an environment this is. And the question is, did it go beyond Fort Lee? And there's a lot of questions right now as to if he pulled any other strings to hurt any other folks who didn't endorse him in September.
Being the bully that this governor is, do you really think that they would do something like that without his knowledge or his permission? Do you really think someone on his staff would be bold enough to do something like that? The short answer is today, I don't know anymore. I always gave him the credit of the doubt that I think people underestimated his intelligence. To do this, let's be honest, he won by what, 30 points, 40 points? I mean, but he didn't really win by 30. What he did was bully his opponent, and he stacked the deck. That's what he did.
But everybody does that in a camppaign.
Not as far as this governor went.
Being a son of a gun is not a crime. Right. Abusing your power is. This thing is going to head into unexpected directions. You get someone who's in an ambulance and was delayed by this. Yeah. They can sue. There'll be a civil lawsuit. There'll be discovery. There'll be testimony taken under oath. Sit him down there. Did you know? He'll say yes or he'll say no. All of a sudden, an email pops up. This is headed. This is out of control from a legal point of view, the cultural and the atmospheric impacts are, as you described them, and you're right to focus on them. But this thing is headed.
I always thought the bully thing Andrew played better than you guys did, where people may not like the optics of it, but they like the idea that he got things done and he was an authentic guy. But obviously he's been positioning himself for 2016. How much does this hurt, or does the calendar say
His
he got
campaign is
plenty of
almost
time?
over. This almost ends his campaign. And here's why. That honeymoon, that big wet kiss that the national media was giving Chris Christie, that's over, effective tonight. His campaign, his presidential campaign, is on life support tonight.
Dominic,
It's on life support.
Let's assume he decides to come and he fires tomorrow. Fires 25 people.
He's got to fire his deputy chief of staff.
Wait a minute.
The
He fires
longtime
25
deputy.
people.
She's got to go.
Swears he knew nothing about it. Clean sweep, brings in new people, and we move on. When he found out, he did the right thing. There are ways
His
out of this for this
campaign
guy,
is on
As
life
long as,
support.
as long as he
requires
remains
that he
governor
did
of New
know.
Jersey, I think his 2016 chances are still alive. I don't think it's time to go writing his epitaph there. There are benign bullies, and people like those bullies. The bullies who were working for you, they're bullying out the bad guys.
Yeah.
And then there's the bullies who are looking out for themselves and are hurting innocent people. And if what Richard said comes to fruition, we find out people were hurt, people were injured, and all this, that ends his 2016
He's still really
chances.
hurt. But the idea, just so everybody gets it, is you don't get to hurt opponents if they don't endorse you, and you don't get to hurt your residents and create safety risks when you do it. You just don't do that.
You don't get to use the levers of government against your political
Guys, it
opponents.
happens
Richard Nixon
every day
is
in
the.
politics. You're acting like this is something new.
Dom,
I mean, this is
Dom.
nothing
This
new.
is
This is nothing new. Of course, it crosses the line.
But this was on a scope. The idea, and to me, the thing that's jarring is, it was a Democratic mayor in Fort Lee, and the guy said, they never even asked me to endorse. The idea that they would use so much energy to hurt this guy, and this little guy, he was the mayor of Fort Lee.
But Fort Lee is
Time out.
considered a major
to shut
city.
down 4 lanes of the GW
There's some insecurity.
after
there.
the fact.
There's some
right?
insecurity there. There's
What
some
does
withers
that
behind
tell
any
you?
bully.
I mean, to me,
It says he was
that's
trying
as
to
much
run
of
up
an
the debt
indictment
in
as
terms of
anything
his
else.
victory.
All right. Now, we go across the river when we come back from the break because we heard from Governor Cuomo today, not on scandal or anything else, but on the agenda he laid out. And just as we said off the top, it's what he's been telegraphing for a while. He will go left on social issues, but he will go right on fiscal ones. We will talk about what Governor Cuomo said in the State of the State today.